Selling at a fast pace, now they want to raid. I had to shake them on my last case, Big O don't play. That money bag, got a bag of chips, Frito-Lay.
All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of the Muskie HUNKS podcast. I'm one of your 9,999 hosts this evening, Ryan Reed. We have all hunks on the line here tonight, and we have a full. We might break the record here tonight on how many people we've had on a Zoom call. So we're extremely excited about what we have going on here tonight. But before we get into that, who do we have on the call? We're going to start with I would love that everybody jump in on this one. If we could
you don't have to do everyone individually. All the normal hunks are here. The six of us are all here.
Love the show.
Well, do you want me to? We didn't talk about this. This is our normal intro. All right, Owen, why don't you just go ahead and take over from here?
All right, I got it. So, what we're doing here tonight, if any of our listeners remember, last year we did a secret hunks, Secret Santa style type of deal where we all sent each other baits. And we got all 6 hunks together this year, and instead of doing it just with the 6 of us, we decided to invite 6 other individuals and kind of spice things up a little bit. So we looked around and we found some of our friends in the industry and those that have other outlets to post things on, and we decided to kind of do a crossover episode here in the honor of giving. And we're doing a Secret Santa hunk style, but we are including 6 other individuals, those being our 3 hosts of the Muskies on Tap podcast. Welcome to Gus and Max Manti, and none other than our beautiful baby boy, Brian Eckel. Welcome, gentlemen.
Happy to be here.
Happy to be back.
Thanks for having us on.
It.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us. I appreciate everyone having a sense of humor here and joining me in this endeavor and doing the Secret Santa. I know Ryan Reed isn't crazy about Secret Santas, so he's indulging me by even taking part in this. But let's see who else we got
have
here.
Stolen his holiday joy.
We got more Midwest guys. Next stop. Let's go. We won't go all the way out to the furthest west. We'll go out to Iowa. And we have a YouTube personality, and that is none other than Matt Iman Vavrok from his YouTube station, Matt Vavrok Fishing. Welcome, Matt.
Hey, thanks for having me on. I was pretty stoked to get the invite for a little holiday gift exchange, gift fund. So happy to be here.
Well, you're a prior past guest, and I've always been a good supporter of the podcast. So we decided to definitely include you. Let's see. Let's go out to, I don't know, is Guru in Minnesota or is he out in Wisconsin these days?
Minnesota, baby.
Minnesota, baby. Okay, so we got none other than from Not a Muskie podcast, Muskie Guru himself, Tyler Andrews.
I'm happy to be here, guys. I'm pumped. I got a lot of bullshit to say, so get ready.
Thank you for joining us, man. This is we always have a good time whenever you join us. So looking forward to this one.
Just for geography class, he might be the furthest north you could be without being in Canada.
I'm right by the border. Yeah.
Are you in the angle?
No, I'm up International Falls. The border's like right there.
Oh, Rainy River. Yeah, you're about as far north as you can get.
Oh, she's cold. Real cold up here. Oh yeah.
All right, so that gives us 3, 4, 5 of our 6 special guests. Let's not forget our last but not least, Kyle Freeges of Beyond the Eights at his YouTube channel. He's one of our favorite YouTubers and one of the better videographers out there, and always a pleasure to have as a guest. So welcome again, Kyle.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animals.
Oh, man. Well, first and foremost, Merry Christmas to all you guys. And, whenever I reached out to everybody, I kind of thought, I might get some pushback. Maybe people didn't want to, be involved. This is a kind of a pain in the ass. But you guys all jumped on it, man. And I want to say thank you. So basically, the gist of tonight's episode is we did a randomizer, and all 12 of us got a Secret Santa. And we all worked very hard to I would think make thoughtful gifts, and the whole point is you don't go out and buy something for somebody. You're picking something off your wall, or something that's yours, or something that you really care about, something that works for you. I don't know, something that you think the other person would really enjoy. It's like have fun with it. So, last year we had a good time with it, with just us hunks. So I'm really looking forward to this. So, Eli, you did a randomizer, and it pulled me first. So I guess I got to get things started here. Do we want to say anything before we actually get the festivities started here? Anyone want to
Yeah,
add anything?
Dad always goes first. So get us
It's
started.
supposed to be the youngest to oldest, not the exact opposite. Not oldest to youngest.
Well, when I did the
Lightest hair color.
randomizer, I was the one who chose that.
You say lightest hair color, Nick? You
Yeah.
mean my grays?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, let me reach down in the little Santa's bag here, and
So what?
I think
Owen,
I think
yeah,
we need
go
an
ahead, Eli.
emphasis on the return addresses too, because we had to make sure things didn't get given away.
I was gonna say,
But
so
you don't have to
this-
share the exact address, but what area it came from.
Yeah, so I wasn't.
You
I
have to
didn't wanna,
read the
like,
name it came from.
I didn't want to look too deep into this, but this came from your hunk at 1001. Oh, should we give it? Well, no, oh, okay. We're not going to give the actual address, but Monaca, PA.
Oh.
So, if you're familiar with Monaca, PA, that is here in Pennsylvania, right around Pittsburgh. It's just, I guess that would be just west of the city in Beaver County, which sounds a
up
little
the
bit
river.
like it would be Donnie Swink territory. But I also know that one Nate Budd is also a resident of that area. So let's see. And Nate, for the record, I am using a knife.
We had an over and under on who's using knives. I think the over. Take the over.
What's the over under on people who need stitches by the end?
Hopefully, no one from OSHA is listening.
This isn't a workplace.
Wait, so Owen, once you open it up and you tell us what's in there, then does the sender have to come forth?
I think if I figure out, I think the goal is to, well, I mean, most of them, I would think you'd be able to figure it out. But I think, yes, then the sender should then go next. Would that make sense?
I was going to say, do we want to wait just so it doesn't give away some of the other ones?
That's a good idea.
Let's see how we
I'm for
this is
that
a giveaway.
idea.
Because I know I drove 12 hours to send mine. I've used a different post office.
Drove.
All right. Quality wrapping job here. Oh, wait a second. What is this?
Seems to be a lure, Owen.
It is a lure. It is a crankbait. I can't tell what exactly that
There's
is.
something on the bottom.
Would it make it easier if the sender stepped in?
Chaos.
Describe it. Describe it to the listeners, Owen.
It's
What does it smell
I'd
like?
call it a 7.5 inch crankbait, shad style. In a, I don't know, maybe I'd call that kind of like a
lot of black perch.
black perch.
Hmm.
And
Stop.
is that hammer?
Looks like Eagle River's finest right there.
Oh.
I can't tell what.
Mhm.
Tell us, sender. Tell us.
Well,
A hammer?
it may or may not be a Hammer Customs crankbait originating from Eagle River, Wisconsin.
Okay, I
made by
love that.
handcrafted by our own Nick Ambrose, who's been hot on the scene as of late,
Nice.
dishing out some pretty nice crankbaits. Those
Beautiful.
things have been doing some damage in the north woods of Wisconsin, so I can only imagine that it'll hold its own over there in PA.
Absolutely, man. This absolutely looks like perfect for around here. I mean, I was
Tell 'em
going to
the name
say
of the bait, Max.
it's got a Baker-ish profile. I would kind of describe it as, in terms of, I don't know, overall profile. Man, I love it.
Is that
And
one
I
the
love
snack
the-
hammer, Gus? Chain hammer?
Chain hammer. That's what it
Chain
says on the
hammer.
bottom. Okay. Thank you,
Max,
dude.
did you
Is that
take
from-
that out
is
of
from
Gus's
Gus?
box?
our communal muskie box, I guess you could call it.
Very nice. Love it, dude. Thank you very much. Well, that's
No
definitely
problem.
gonna get put to use. And I definitely appreciate the local flavor there. I like that it's an Eagle River bait maker for sure. I'm sorry, my eyesight is so bad. That's why I'm looking at it like this.
Wait,
That's what
I don't
happens
get
when
how
you get old.
Donnie, how'd you get your hands on that then?
Yeah.
I have no idea. I'm still trying to figure that
from the
out too.
NACA.
You never know what you find in the Ohio River.
Right.
That's a beauty, man.
I think
even
that'll
know I had
definitely be the furthest east that type of bait's ever been ran in the history
so-
of that
So you
bait.
said
So.
Nick Amrose? Is that the bait maker?
Yeah, he's a good buddy of ours from Eagle River, and he pretty much, just started selling his stuff. I mean, what, Gus, like last year, I think was the first time he'd ever set up a booth at a show, and then he's been giving them to people here locally in the North Woods for a bit now, and they've just been crushing fish. And this year he's kind of stepped up his operation. He's got a full painting deal and everything, and he's gonna have a booth again at Wausau, and should have some more baits. And I would imagine he's gonna do very well with kind of all the fish that have been caught on him in the last year and a half, 2 years.
No, it's a good looking bait, that's for sure, man. And
Nice
it's like a
finish.
perfect, it's like deadly size for around here. I mean, what I would say that's a 7.5 inch bait. What does he call the chain? What is the chain hammer?
I think that's about right. I think it does look very similar to a Baker, but I think he made them kind of off of a 22 short and a 22 long.
I was gonna say it's got more of a drop belly than a Baker.
Yeah, and a little steeper lip looks like too.
Yep.
It's got great action. I think you're gonna enjoy it.
Very nice. Love it, man. Thanks, brother.
Troll that 3-2.
Oh,
come
32
on,
feet
man.
back.
Bleep that.
4-2. 4-2.
3-2.
All right, runner +1 to that then.
6-2.
All right. Gus, your turn then. You let's do that. Let's since we figured out who it is, you go ahead and go next, and then we'll go from there.
Oh wait,
Mine
you want
just
me to go?
says-
Because I was.
Or
the
was that
sender,
Max?
or Gus to go.
Oh, wait, I was gonna say it's from Max.
You've still got
That was
one
from Max. Okay, I thought it was. I wasn't sure if that was from Gus or Max. So that's from Max.
Correct. Yep.
Okay. Thank you, Max.
I'm happy to go next, unless we want to stick with the Instagram order. You guys just tell me.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter.
That works.
Okay. All right, let's do it. I got a pair of purple scissors, so not knife.
So team scissors 1, team knife 1.
Yeah. All right. Oh.
Who's it from? What's it say?
Out of here.
Yeah. What's
This
the
is
return
another.
address?
This is another one where it was sent from around our neck of the woods in Three Lakes. So I don't exactly know who. I don't
What's
know
the
this
name
guy.
say? What's the name?
I don't know. Never heard of him.
Never-
Jesus.
Say it.
Whoever sent this,
Don't be scared.
I got lucky with whoever sent me this. All right, we got first bait. We got a little like Squirco looking cat. Get the fuck out of here. It's like a bunch of exposed hooks. I'm not gonna take it out right now. So we got an all black sender. Can you help me out with this one?
That's a Leopardi.
Oh man,
That's a Leo jerk bait.
Oh. Okay.
In my
Like a
favorite
glide
color.
or a dive and rise or
It's a jerk.
I'm jerk. Yeah, diving rise.
only asking because we share our tackle boxes every once in a while, you know.
It's like I'll be
Gus, you
throwing
keep
that.
your hands off that. That belongs to Max.
This thing is
Okay.
He makes really sick.
Leo
Really
makes
sick.
he makes a 6-inch jerk, an 8-inch jerk, and a 10-inch jerk, and he makes them in soft tails too. What did he send you there?
No soft.
no
tail.
soft.
Hardtail.
I'd have to imagine that the sender has a backup version of this because there's no way they'd be willing to just let this
I
one
don't.
go.
I don't. That was the one I had to send from my box.
Okay.
So
And
there-
is this the new swim fin?
Oh my goodness!
Oh my
Good
Oh my
Lord.
goodness! Is this
Easy,
this is a
Brian.
first showing? Of
I
it.
know that's your favorite
Yo,
color right
Well,
there.
Yo,
Like, in
dog, I
public.
heard you love Bam Bam baits. So I hooked you up with a swim fin.
This is
Wow.
I have no words right now.
As far
I
as
want
I'm
to throw that right now.
I'm pretty sure that's the first retail one. I know some have been gifted, but there you go. Merry Christmas.
I'm freaking out. I mean, this is. I feel like I'm holding something I shouldn't be holding right now.
Oh yeah.
I was thinking I was gonna have to wait to Wausau to get my
Save
hands
that
on
for
one of these.
after the podcast.
I'm taking this one out of the package to show you guys, especially the Midwest guys. You're gonna be very jealous of this. Okay,
Good
so
Lord.
first thing I'm noticing about this swim bait is the size. Like perfect for Wisconsin. I mean,
Or
just
Iowa.
money.
Like a
Or
like a
Iowa.
9-inch perch.
Yeah, I mean, it's just great. Super heavy head. This thing's gonna be ridiculous. Hell yeah. All right, I'll speed it up here. My sender, Nate, just nice little mini nanner. Nice little back pocket nanner.
Love
Sweet
nanner.
toy.
Keep that one in there. Keep that one in the box.
That's crazy. It's even got a little smiley face on it. I don't know if you can tell. Dude, you balled out for me. And then we got I don't know what that's about, but I love it.
Milwaukee
What
beer
does it say?
farts.
The beer drinkers blast. Farts. Milwaukee beer.
It's got a skunk on it.
This is some good, like, all this is some good boat toys. And then just got a bunch of awesome stickers. Oh, hell yeah. Mike Vick signed card. How'd you know I was a big Vick guy?
That actually came from the guy who sent you the package on the return address.
Tight lines, man. Mike Vick, number 7. Shout out, Mike. God, we got some Bam Bam stickers. Old horse carrying the buggy. I got lucky, man. And look at this. North Country Muskie. That's what we like to
hell
see
yeah.
right there, fellas.
Harvest,
You
baby.
strung
Hang
out.
'em
Hang
high.
them if you got them.
Hang 'em high.
Hang 'em high.
That makes me proud right there. Well, kudos to you, man. That is unbelievable.
Impressive.
Merry Christmas.
What a box. I feel bad for whoever's got to follow that one up.
Yeah.
Oh, good stuff. Thank you very much.
All right,
Thank you very much.
Nate Bud, why don't you go next?
Yeah. I'm going to open this one up. Put this one to the knife category.
Ding.
It's well wrapped. This person loves to keep it wrapped.
Take your time. We're not waiting.
I can tell Gus is so happy with the box I just got. I can see him over there
Whoa.
just eating grit on his face.
Gus is like, can you
Gus
bring that
wants to
over?
come play with your Christmas toys.
Yeah.
Bring that to
God, I
Christmas.
might be looking for open water tomorrow.
Can you bring that to the Packer game tomorrow?
Sure, we can just hang out. Yeah, I'll stuff it in snow pants.
Nick, ask him what's Packers.
Hey, yo.
Mine-
Yeah,
get
who are
that.
the Packers?
There you go.
So while we have a little
Ooh.
downtime, what do you guys think about the new Aaron Rodgers documentary?
Enigma.
Oh, boy.
Is he a space cadet or what, man?
I mean, he's one of a kind, that's for sure. I
Ooh.
understand what Ted
Whoa.
Thompson was talking about back then.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Oh,
My
okay.
sender
Reggie.
got
Catch one
Crazy.
sexy lure.
that is a sexy lure.
Is that a Ridgeway custom?
Sender, tell us.
Yeah, that's a Ridgeway.
That looks like a Ridgeway custom. I've been eyeing those bad
The-
boys. That is
the
a
9-inch
10
badass bait.
inch.
Go
That's a
ahead.
10 inch.
Eye it up, Owen. Eye it up.
Nice.
Ooh,
I figured
me
Nate
like
Bud being Iowa adjacent needed an Iowa bait. So
Yeah.
a gift from
Perfect.
Matt to me and a gift from me to you.
Thank you. And another little treat in here too. A little
Ooh.
double
And that's-
double dads.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh,
That's
little
for the
dads in
personal
action,
collection.
huh?
Yeah. Ooh, thank you. These are up my alley.
Should work well, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know
thank
how
you.
many of those Ridgeways are out east by you guys, so I figured I'd try and give you a bit of an edge that way.
I don't think any.
See, I was fully
Most.
Pennsylvania
I have
centric
one.
and thought they were made in
Prove
Ridgeway, Pennsylvania.
Ridgeway, PA.
No,
Matt,
he
is
like
that-
lived before we moved down the road to Iowa City last winter, he lived like not even 40 minutes from me to the west. So it was just a hop, skip, and a jump.
That's awesome.
Matt, is
How
that one of
long's
the early
he-
ones with the poly lip on it? Because aren't they all
Yeah,
aluminum now?
that's one of the 20. I want to say that's a 22 model.
Two,
So
22,
yeah,
yep.
he does all of his now are metal lips. They're CNC'd aluminum.
Right.
So
Very
the
cool.
new ones, you don't have to worry about the breakage. I mean, he was having some issues at times with the breakage on some of those poly lips. I mean, it's just, I don't know. It was just kind of weird because there's a year class there where, so like the first one that I have has like almost 35 fish on it. And then some of them, a little later on, the poly wasn't working as well. So I don't know if it was a manufacturer thing or whatever. So recently he just decided to go all aluminum, take the guesswork out of it. And I took those aluminum ones up to Canada this year and I just beat the absolute turds out of them on rocks and stuff, and they held up fine. So
Awesome.
no worries there.
How long's he been making baits?
I think since maybe 2018 or 2019. I think he started selling them in I want to say maybe 2019, but don't quote me on that. I think my first one is from 2020. And the 2020s, then that was like he was using a different wood, and then he changed woods to a more buoyant wood that's a little bit lighter and easier to cast. So if you have like the 2020 ones, they're really, really heavy, but the 21s are kind of like basically the start of what is known as the Ridgeway now, more or less.
Very cool.
Thank you. And an unexpected bonus, a return envelope that has Brady Martz's name on it. Shout out, Brady.
It's like great padding in there.
Yeah.
So no swim fins though. But
Well,
you
you only have about 100 of those, don't you, Matt?
I got a few. I also destroyed several of them this summer. So there is that. Got one of my biggest bites on one this year. Unfortunately, it didn't work out.
Cool. Well, thank you.
Rip to the one shot on the lax. All right. Yeah, no problem, dude. I'm glad you enjoy them.
Awesome.
All right, Matt, go ahead. You pick it up. Go for it.
All right. So I've got a package here from the one and only Mr. Hanky. I don't know what that means.
Mr. Hanky.
But it's from Minnesota. I don't have to use a knife because it came with this fancy the USPS. Doing great. All right,
tax dollars at work.
No kidding. So I got a bucktail here. This is interesting.
That one's from me, man.
The barn.
Is it? Okay.
Mr. Hanky is Mr. Hanky, the Christmas poo from South Park. If everyone doesn't know
That's
that.
what I
thought.
Shout out, Mr. Hanky.
It's like a jointed bucktail.
That one is a Muskie Addicts prototype bucktail from Jonathan Cray's Best, and he sent me a couple prototypes over the summer that are pretty cool. And you said you like cast, and I was like, oh, that's kind of like a unique one of a kind. They'll be coming out, I think, over the show season. But
is that the 3-blade Guru?
The 3-blade, yeah. It's got that thing's got some serious pull and wobble.
Yep.
They're awesome.
Yeah, my buddy Connor has one of the 2 blades, so it's got like the 1 blade here and the 1 blade here.
Yeah, they're like separated by a couple
Mm-hmm.
of beads, right? It's not like they're not necessarily tandem like a normal bucktail.
There's
like
a
joint
offset. Jointed. I don't know how well you'll be able to see that.
It's jointed, so one of the
blades.
one of the blades is
I didn't realize that. So one blade is on a separate wire piece.
Totally separate deal. Yeah.
They thump super hard. Hard.
It's really interesting.
Do they kind of give like a
yeah, they kind of got a wobble. It depends on what blades are on there.
Huh.
But
it's a lot of
freaking
Indianas. Awesome. I think it's all Indianas, or maybe, it's 2 Indianas, and then the one up top is maybe a number 7 Colorado, and then these are, I don't know. I don't know Indianas that well, so maybe 6s or 7s. I don't know. Don't quote me on that.
Very cool though.
I'm glad I
Thank
got
you,
there
Guru.
because when I slapped it down on the USPS counter, the lady looked at me. I was freaking nuts. She's like, I don't know what to do with that.
Any lures that you send through the mail, like they're like, what are you trying to catch? Sharks? Like, yeah, I mean, basically that's the objective.
You just have to lie to them. Like I sent a big beer to Denver, and I told him it was a snow globe.
Yeah, these are baseball cards.
Yeah, big baseball cards.
Guru, shout out to Jonathan because he just did some kind of gifts I did for the rest of the hunks this winter too. So he's a hell of
Oh,
a
is
guy.
that it?
Yeah.
Oh, is that
Yeah.
okay? I didn't make that
Yep.
connection.
Yeah.
I didn't. Very cool.
Can I just say
Awesome.
it
Thank you
is-
so much, Guru.
Yeah.
that is one of the most comfortable hats I've ever put on
They
my
are
head.
nice.
Good.
Because it's both flex fit and adjustable, which is a little
Thanks.
strange.
Thanks,
That makes
Ryan.
sense.
Thanks,
Nice
Ryan.
pikes, boys.
So
All right,
I'm
so
next?
Guru, you're up.
All right. So I got 2 presents. One of them I opened. 'Cause
Ooh.
we'll talk about that in a second, but we'll open my present.
Who did it come from? Who sent you it?
What?
Who sent the?
Well,
who sent you?
Maybe I should go to the one that I opened already.
Yeah, let's talk about
'Cause I
that
wasn't
for
sure if
real
it was-
quick.
That's a good place to start.
What are we doing? I have ADD. I totally just forgot.
Who sent your
Lures.
gift?
I was opening the box. Oh, another one for the knife. This is a Japanese letter opener. I'm pretty sure.
What's the
Great-grandpa
score
maybe
currently?
Killed someone for it, but who knows? It's
What's
not
the
very
score?
sharp.
Knives
3 to
versus
1 to
scissors.
1.
3-1-1. Yeah.
Also, this knife when I was younger went through my hand, so I have a cool bitchin' scar from it too.
Ooh.
Who's this one from, Guru?
Can we see the scar?
Actually, well,
Yeah, what's the
Right
return
there.
address on this one?
the return address?
Let's see your gash.
Oh, I just went right through it. Well, this one's from Kevin Cochran.
Oh,
So, see
impressive.
here. Oh, it's the hat. So they're. Oh, fuck yeah. Hold on. Take this off. I already have a Headwaters hat on. We'll put this Headwaters hat on in a second here. You know what? We'll leave the tags on.
I think I know which one it is.
Yep.
Fuck yeah, boys. And you know what? Hold on. I almost ruined this because I also ordered a bunch of hats from Kevin, and there were 2 boxes in my mailbox. I went, and then Gus was like, "Hey, your Secret Santa, don't open the box." I was like, "Shit."
So I sent that one.
Oh, Brian,
Yeah.
thank you, dude. I'm sitting there shaking boxes like, which one's mine?
Gus texted me. He's like, Guru also ordered from Kevin Cochran from Headwaters, and he doesn't know which one to open. I'm like, oh, fuck, that's bad timing.
Dude, I love it. I got the baseball cap version of this one, so this is
Okay.
fucking right on.
Can you
I love
explain
it.
it to the listeners, Guru?
Yeah, it is Donald Trump riding a muskie. So if you could see it, I don't know if you can see it, but I enjoy this.
I figured
Keep
you
my
might
ears
be
warm.
buying one for yourself, so I was hoping like I would, get it there before you made the purchase. But at least we got different types of hats, so that works.
Yeah, dude, I fucking love this. Now, I have a second gift. One of you sent this to me, and I don't know who. When I got this package, I thought I was getting a cease and desist, some type of suit. So I immediately ripped it open. And I'm going to read first.
Why would you do that?
Yeah.
Well,
Who would send you that?
a secret person.
R.I.P. episode 40.
Allegedly.
So I'm going to read the note. Guru, I hope you have a very hunky Christmas from your number 1 fan. Yours truly, SP, parentheses, secret person. And you sent me a very nice paperweight. This right here.
Wow.
Can you describe it for the listeners?
Yeah, it looks like some sort of suit. Yeah, what does it do?
Is that a Suick?
It's some type of Suick. Can you hear the noise?
You hear the
It does
bait
scare
fish?
the fish away, but it's I don't know what it is. It's some type of bait. Maybe people can see it. It's a southern bait. I don't know. I don't know if I'll fish it, but
All I'll say
appreciate
is
the
that,
jester.
that EBS system is great to fall asleep to. Great white noise.
I had a buddy get so annoyed once he put it in a 5-gallon bucket of water for 2 weeks so it would die.
R.I.P. episode 135. Here we go.
Now I have another surprise. Guru Senior wanted to come on and say hello. You guys mind if I call him up here?
No, let's
Also,
do it,
have you
man.
seen Wedding Crashers? Because I'm going to call him up like Will Ferrell did with his mom.
Mom!
Hey, Dad! Hey, the cookies! Bring me the cookies! He's been waiting at the bottom of the stairs for a while.
I fell asleep.
Do you have cookies?
You want to say anything, Papa?
What's going on, guys? You can speak.
What's up, Guru Senior?
Hunters.
Hey, Senior Guru.
Hey,
Welcome.
good to see y'all.
You too.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Very
Christmas.
He was very
Merry
excited
Christmas.
to come up here and say hello.
Don't let Tyler
Hey,
put
how
coal
are
in
you
your
guys for
stocking.
doing these podcasts? It's really cool. I love
Thank
listening to them.
Thanks
You
for
guys have a good
listening.
one.
Thank
You
you.
too.
Such a sweet man. Thanks for the cookies. Welcome. Oh, I'm gonna eat cookies in front of you.
Oh, that was great. All right, Brian Echo, your time.
All right, so my return address is Gus Manti. So I was a little concerned when it arrived. I was like, Gus, you weren't supposed to put your name on it. And he's like, dude, that's not mine. So also have a little knife here. Very
is that?
dull. Very dull. I don't know. It's in our cutting block. All right. See some hooks exposed.
Did that knife come from 601 Third?
Probably, yeah. Been with me for a while.
Oh, man.
Oh, boy. Somebody knew I like joiners. We have got.
You might have to turn your background thing off.
You and me both,
Oh,
buddy.
shit.
Is that a Wiley King?
Looks like a
Can you see
Wiley.
it? Yeah,
A
Wiley.
King Daddy?
And some walleye pattern. That is a damn good looking bait.
That one's technically a Kowalski.
Kowalski.
Yeah.
I had a feeling knew where that could have come from, and I think it was just confirmed.
Funny looking walleye there, Brian.
Is it? Not a gold walleye out there?
Oh, I got like a blue shine there for a second.
It does have like a blue. It's a cool color.
Yeah,
It's
the
like a
bottom
blue
kind of
highlight.
fades. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't
I
remember
got
what he
getting
actually
some
calls
purple
it.
accents.
I
Your
feel
bait,
like
it's not
calls
coming
it
in.
some kind of sucker pattern, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Like
a golden sucker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's
Gus,
like gold.
Gus, what do you call these holes on these baits?
What do you mean, holes?
BAT.
BAT.
Oh,
Yeah.
BAT. Yeah.
Yeah. Got a nice BAT. Something else in here too.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
Ooh. Oh, I know what that is.
It's
Now
got
we're
a tail,
getting-
too.
Now we're getting gaudy. This I
Little-
like right here.
Is
A
that
little bit of a
Leo?
repeat from Nate's. That's a soft tail Leo jerk.
Oh hell yeah.
Damn.
8-incher.
That is a sick bait. So is this is like a fast jerk bait or like a
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Sweet.
That one's
But-
like one of the heavier ones I've come across, so it stays down a little bit better, but you still have to work them pretty quick.
Gorgeous paint job. That might be a spring killer.
Those things are kind of known for the more you use them, the paint gets scraped off of it, and then they get kind of waterlogged, and then they start to stay down a little bit better. It's
perfect.
it's a real, I don't know, like guys like swear by that bait, but it's one of those baits like you I don't know, you find one or two that like really works, and you see guys that will have one that have like 30 fish on it.
Yeah. Where's this bait maker? Is he in Pennsylvania?
Yep, Elwood City, Pennsylvania.
Nice.
They're both in Elwood City, actually.
Sweet. Well, thank you very much. These are
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah,
No
so
problem.
both of those guys are members of our local chapter of Muskie's Inc. as well.
The Wiley lures.
Yep.
Sweet.
Work,
And
work those Leos fast over weeds, boys.
Oh yeah.
Really fast over weeds.
What is it? The Leos.
Same with the Wileys. 6'2".
The Leos are like the
6'2".
the next generation of Ladiano baits, right, Ryan?
Yeah, Dale.
Uh-huh.
I would say, I don't know that I would say it like that, but he did come after Ed stuff, but that was all part of that Elwood City influence. So yeah,
Okay.
you could say that, but I'm sure Dale spent as much time with that as Todd did.
Okay. But yeah. A little bit of Pennsylvania muskie history for you.
Is
Willow
Boyer
wanted to
is
say hi
Legend?
before going to bed, so she's rolling out now.
Good night.
Hey.
Bye, Willow.
Is Legend Lures also Elwood City, or where's
He's over by
Brian
like
from?
Indiana.
Yeah, he's out of Indiana.
Okay.
Not far.
He made a dope crankbait for me this year. I got a lake trout 12-inch plow from Legend Lures.
Did you catch it? Did you
I
catch
got
a
it
fish
at the
on
end
it?
of the season. Smoked a couple fish on it.
Yeah.
It's freaking awesome.
You can't beat them.
Did you troll that end of season, that plow?
Mm-hmm. Nobody fishes lake trout no more. Those Canadian fish love them.
Nice. So Nick, that takes us to you, right?
Yeah. I pre-cut mine because I like to be prepared.
With a knife or with scissors?
I did use a knife.
Dude, why won't P Diddy come over and wave to us like Vav's daughter did?
He's on vacation, I think.
Too much baby oil, he'd slip.
What's the address, Nick?
Ooh, the address is
Yeah.
Oh, your favorite hunk and Nate Bud's address.
Hmm.
I have suspicions because Nate Bud showed up at my house last week.
2 hours away.
Yes.
Yeah, hopefully there's a lawyer here that can help me with this future litigation.
What is?
One I don't recognize. Oh, here we go.
Is that also a?
Looks similar to what Owen has over there.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
This one's a jackhammer.
Oh, is that a bigger one? That looks a little
Triple
bigger than mine.
hooks.
Yours looks bigger than mine.
Oh, it is. Awesome. Very cool. What's your recommendation on this one, Gus?
How'd you know it's for me? And same thing. 3
3,
2
2.
33 feet back.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right, we're gonna have to get some. We're gonna have to get some dive curves from Nick. Nick
yeah.
Amrose.
I'll send you what he's kind of got so far from this year and the past few years. And you guys will have to send us what you have going your 4 5 5 5 6 2
7.
Might have to try to get Nick on
way.
Nick on sometime before the
Perfect.
spring to talk about some of these baits.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, definitely should. He's got a whole lineup: dive and rise, cranks.
I was hoping to send a
glides.
dive and rise, but he doesn't have any done. He's been out of those since like mid-season. Those things are legit, but the crankbaits are awesome too. Everything he's got is awesome. And also, Nick and Owen, I think in your box there's some stickers
Oh, is
and
there?
hooks before you get rid of too much stuff.
Gus, was that the dive and rise that you threw with me this spring?
Oh.
No, I don't
Or was
think
that
so.
Conklin's?
Oh, maybe it was because I think I bought one for somebody, and since I went so early with you, I just I used it. That was it.
Yeah, because it was
I testing
awesome,
it out.
but it was getting too deep for where we were fishing. But yeah, that thing was
It
definitely
was.
legit. Super cool.
I started using it on clear lakes in October. I was getting in like 4 or 5 feet down. It was perfect.
Just the one sticker?
I think so. It should be 2. I don't know. They could have been sliding around.
I got one here. Thank you very much. I found the hooks for my bait in here too. Glad I didn't go tossing that.
I also, since I knew Nick was up, I pre-cut mine as well. Knife. And mine just says from Secret Santa. I think it's Wadsworth, Ohio. I think. I don't know. Either way, I've never seen that address before. It says open this first. Holy, what the? I got I believe it's a plow.
A plow it is.
A legend plow, yeah.
Speaking of
Let's
plows,
go.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Speaking of, I just cut my hand off opening that. A little too hastily there.
Big lip there.
Yeah, big lip there. Hey, yeah, look at that thing. That gets down.
Pretty
What
dinner
do you
on
run?
that thing.
What do you run that thing at?
Is this one of the 5?
Or
Yeah, I
two.
was gonna say or 2.
5 and
8
stop
feet
the
back.
boat.
Yeah.
This thing is awesome. This
yeah,
thing is
that bad
wicked.
boy.
I've always
That
looked at
bad boy will
these.
pull.
Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, I love to troll in the fall, so this is money.
They like going 5
Right.
miles an hour.
Just make sure the lake's deep enough.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't run it around cribs.
I am a dangerous driver when trolling.
Yeah.
These guys know. This one says bonus, so
That's just some extra shit I threw in there.
thanks, Owen.
Couple
Hey,
bad
anytime.
notes.
Baits that don't run.
So,
No,
forgot to
it's
say
10
right-
pounds.
Just Big
I forgot
O's
to
junk.
say it right away. Ryan Reed, nice hat. Shout out.
Shut up.
Shout out.
Big O stickers.
Oh,
Big O's Bucktails hat. Beanies.
Oh,
Let's go.
might rock that
Weapon.
at the Packer game tomorrow. Might steal that from you.
Towel to wipe my hands off after drinking a couple brews at the Packer game. Keep them
Slime
dry.
towel.
And I think, what do we got here? A 5-ounce Big O spinner bait. First ever
damn.
5-ouncer.
Let's
Yeah, that's
go.
one of the newer
Whoa.
versions that I've been making. That's got 2 skirts on it, and it's got an articulated, like the hook is articulated instead of sticking straight back, and 2 skirts. So just give me your thoughts next year on what you think.
Yeah, that's wicked. I can already feel it in there. That's sweet.
We had a couple
You already
rips
know
on
we
those
love-
up on Nipissing.
Yeah, we love your spinner baits. Ryan for sure does.
Yeah. Forever in debt to you.
Honestly, those
Basically, PB.
those 5-ouncers have been like, I can't believe how many guys have been catching fish on them. I mean,
Oh, that's
in
sweet.
casting them, people cast those like
Yeah.
crazy. So
So we got
Give it a
two
shot.
big
Enjoy, my brother.
saltwater hooks. Thanks much, Joan. Appreciate it.
Merry Christmas.
That thing is going to be awesome next year.
Badass. Great colors, black, red, and silver blades. That's
Nice.
tough to beat up here in the Northwoods.
All right, since I already went, guess we got
Kyle was next on the list.
yeah.
on
So
the
Kyle,
random,
you go
so-
next.
Go. So if we're keeping score here, I use not just one, but I use 2 scissors.
2
Yeah.
is one like Fisher Price.
Just what I had available.
Who's it from?
Well, it's a good question. It says your honk and the address is the Muskie shop. Okay, so the first thing in here is a fish identification card. I don't know if you guys can see that. And it says learn your fin
so
shapes,
good.
round or pointy. This one's already very creative. And then it has all the images of the different strains of muskies: clear, barred, spotted, and tiger, as well as pike. Muskie's Inc. Shout out Muskie's Inc. And there's 3 items in here, and one that's labeled open last. So I'll open that one last. I don't know if whoever sent this has a preference on the other 2 in terms of order. Very well
know.
wrapped.
I have a suspicion.
don't
Eerily
have one of these
similar to
yet,
what
so
I
this is-
opened last year.
I don't have one of these yet, so this is exciting. It's like a
Oh,
Bam Bam.
Bam Bam Bowfin.
Yep, shallow
Solid
version, I
color
believe.
there.
There's no
That's-
weight on it, so I'm assuming it's the shallow version.
Does
That
it
one's
have a hole?
That's a
in the-
junior.
Junior.
a hole in the tail?
Is it a junior?
Or does he
Where am I
make?
looking?
Are the juniors only
That's
in
a
one
junior.
The juniors
one
are
weight?
only one
Juniors are
size.
just one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's-
love that.
you have
The
to add
junior's my
weight to the
favorite.
front.
I personally I prefer the junior to the bigger size. I love that thing.
Yeah,
Same,
it's
Big O.
beautiful. This is a great color too. It's kind of a gold and black color to it. That'll get chewed for sure.
Shout out Steelers.
Then
Ooh.
Nick, stop.
ooh, looks like we got something similar, just upsized potentially. So this looks like what is
Ooh,
it?
the
So what does
whole
Brady
Bam
call
Bam.
this one? Is
That's
this
going to
the
be a
That's
shallow,
a girthy boy.
shallow
Reg.
regular.
Girthy boy.
shallow reg?
He calls
Yeah,
it
and kind of
he
a-
calls it a girthy boy.
Kind of a walleye pattern, a gold and white pattern. Beautiful looking bait. Huge fan of natural colors, so that'll get chewed. And then lastly here, these are also beautifully wrapped, by the way. It's in a high fin box. I don't know if that's actually what's in here. Ah, I know why it's last. It's like we got some weights to pair with those Bam Bams.
Nice.
And then we've got what appears to be a jig with a phallus rubber banded to said jig. Little swim jig here.
Nobody's safe.
Unicorn.
Is that a bass bait?
No, this will catch muskies for sure. So I don't know who's I'm assuming this is Ryan. Eli.
Yes, sir.
Something gave it away.
You got Mexican Santa.
The phallus jig gave it away for sure. Thank you.
I expect you to know your fin shapes after next season, all right?
I'll study up. I'm actually gonna stick this to the boat windshield so that those in my boat can see kind of what's following and whether it's muskie or pike. So I appreciate that.
You're welcome. Merry Christmas.
Cross reference in the 8.
And
All
I
right,
did some
Eli.
research. I did some research to make sure you didn't have any Bam Bam. So
I
I didn't
appreciate
know if they
that.
got sent your way or not, and I wanted to make sure you had both sizes. So
Well, I'd love to buy some, but Vavrock over there is buying them all out before anybody can comment.
Hey man, you gotta replenish the stash. If it's working, it's working. I've got 2 videos in the hopper showcasing how well those did for me in the Northwoods this year.
nice. All right,
Max,
so
Max is just over there. Feels so good in the hand.
we're going knife again, Nate. So my box, I know the tricks here, and I'm kind of nervous. This one sounds like a puzzle in here. I don't know what's going to pop out of this thing, but it shows it's from Ryan Reed. But I think I caught on to his tricks, so we'll see what it is here. Oh shit! There's a whole mess load of shit in here. I don't know if I need to. I don't know if I can read this.
Probably not.
I don't think I can read this at all.
Just bleep it.
That's just for you and me.
Okay. All right.
Passionate love letter.
Yeah.
The worst part is I have no
It's
idea
well
what I wrote,
written,
which is why I
but I
have
got
no
it covered,
confidence in
so.
him reading it. I don't even remember.
I don't
I knew
remember
there was
that.
a lot of
I was
stuff in
high
here.
when I said that.
But payback's a bitch, I guess, because last year I had this hunk. I got another tough shad, which he knows will get bit here because he saw it this year. I got some box riders. I'm not going to show those. Oh, a couple things that have made it back to Washington.
Some perfectly average size penises.
Holy, how many did you have?
However many you've left in my
There's
boat
4.
luggage.
How many were in the pinata?
Another tough shad. That's a good color that'll get bit here. I got some candy. And I got some Kleenex that he used and put it in, wrapped it in.
Sniff the
And a
Kleenex.
bait that caught some fish this year while he was here.
Ooh.
Another Baker. Is this 7.5, Donnie?
Yes, it is, sir.
So we
Yes,
did
it
good on
is.
this. Ooh, and it's got a rat. Thank you,
I
sir.
picked that color up, and I thought it was kind of in line with what seemed like you like to run out there. So
Awesome. Well, thank you, sir. There's
you
all
are
sorts of
very
stickers
welcome. Merry
and
Christmas,
everything.
buddy.
My Mexican Santa.
All right,
You're
Donnie
up,
boy, you're
I
up.
guess that means I'm up, huh? Well, interesting enough, my box is also from Ryan Reed. Ryan Reed's just the guy who keeps on giving. We'll see if it's really from Ryan Reed this time.
You should hope it's from Ryan Reed.
Oh, and by the way,
Scissors.
Boo.
scissors from Mac.bid. Shameless plug. Although Ryan really packaged this sucker up. Duct tape, dude, really?
Yeah, dude.
This was Ryan Reed.
If you're assuming it's for me,
Allegedly.
I might have been trying to do a little reverse psychology on you.
All right. Let's see what we got here.
Like the last time Ryan sent me something, it was all duct taped up.
Oh yeah.
Safety.
All right. I got a love letter as well. His is
You-
tight.
You don't have to read that one on the air.
Read it.
This is a long one. I don't know. Do you want me to read this, Ryan?
No, I don't want you to read
All
it
right,
on the
I'm
air.
not
Just
gonna read
bleep it. Just bleep it.
I'll save the love letter for later. Yeah.
That's packing material.
Say got a jizz rag.
There's a bunch of those in there.
Nice. Two more. Uh-oh. I got a Boss Shad sticker.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's a big ass
Yeah,
sticker.
a nice size Boss Shad sticker fell out of there. I got a Cabela's walleye spinner.
So
Just the blade?
let me explain this to you, okay? Because there's two things in there, and you guys all know Donnie Swink was very frustrated prior to his championship run up in New York this spring. And I really thought we were gonna lose him to the dark side and he was gonna go walleye fishing. So just preemptively, I wanted to make sure you had something in there to get started.
He got me going with a couple walleye spinner rigs. Cabela's walleye spinner rigs. Another Boss Shad sticker. A poorly made Muskie meme sticker.
Oh, that's one of my
Vintage,
favorite stickers
If Muskie
right there.
fishing was easy, it would be called your mom. The OG. Look at these nice stickers. I got a Team Rhino sticker in here, and one more jizz rag that looks like it might have something wrapped up in here. Let's see what we got. How about that?
Is that a baker?
Is this the bait that I caught the fish on your boat at Canandota this year? That weekend?
So two things with this bait. And last year, Donnie Swink gave me a little tearjerker with his little story of the DK and everything. And I was trying to think through this one. And, Swinky, the year that you had in going up to Chautauqua and fishing with Zach and winning on Bakers and this was the year of Baker for you. And it was fitting that the first time you fished in my boat with me this year, we got bit on Baker's and we put one in the bag on that very bait. So probably should have gave it to you that day, but that bait meant something to me because, we had a fun day on the water. It was probably my favorite day on the water this year. And anytime I get a chance to fish with you, it's a good day, but we put one in the bag on that bait, and I thought you should have that one to go and continue to get bit in 2025.
How about that?
Look at
Well
Ryan
done, brother.
actually being
Thank
a
you,
good
sir.
friend.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, man,
I love
you're
it.
welcome.
Is that the one you guys lost that big one on?
No,
No, that was on my Goldie, right?
Oh,
that was on the Goldie, but that was definitely a Baker day.
yeah.
Yeah.
And we weren't going 6-2, by the way.
We weren't going 3-2 either.
No, we weren't. Might have been somewhere in between.
All right, Ryan Reed, you last
All right.
up.
I want to open this box with this Leo hook sharpener because I don't really care if I'm using scissors or a knife. So chalk this one up to a Leo hook sharpener. I'm going to try to make it work here.
I think we're at 6111.
Maybe. It worked. One of the most valuable tools in the boat, by the way. If you guys don't have one, check out the Leo. Oh, nice. This makes me feel things right here. I'm not sure how I feel about it, but this, just for the record, this one came from, so the sender was Elon Muskie, our good friend on social media that
Oh, really?
is the faceless, nameless
Memester.
that we don't know who is. And it came from Minnesota, and this is a very this bait is what I would consider something that I feel like you guys throw a lot of out there, and it's definitely taped.
Dude, I knew Elon Muskie was from Minnesota.
We got a nice Suick, it appears.
So this one has a story, Ryan.
Okay, well, it looks like it's been through a little bit here.
Yeah, so I wanted to, first off, you're primarily a troller.
Mm-hmm.
But you went up to Nipissing and spent a little time up there, and I have a feeling you'll be back at some point. I want you to take that bait and hook on a 9-inch leader, straight wire leader, and jerk that thing around over rocks up there. That bait was the first Suick fish I caught on this last Eagle Lake trip. I had to cut the hooks on it, and that was a heavily modified Suick, so I couldn't just swap the hook out easily. So I pulled that bait that you have in your hands out of my box, and I modified it in the boat and filmed it and caught a fish on the very next spot with that bait. And I believe it caught 5 muskies over the course of the 2 weeks I was up there. So it's tuned and it's ready to go for you. I didn't want to send you a stock one that wasn't tuned by me. I wanted to send you one that's actually caught fish and is ready to go. The other thing to note is my boat was put away when you guys asked me if I wanted to do this, so I had a very limited supply of baits I could send. But I have some swag coming for you when we get our gear made up this winter for the channel.
Well,
so,
dude,
awesome.
you even included the leader.
Holy cow!
It's already in there, and I'm not going to explain this because I don't want to get anybody in trouble. But look at that hanging off the front of there. You guys can see that modification. I don't think they come stock with the balls hanging off of
I was
it.
gonna say it's like truck nuts for Suick.
Well, thank you very much. I will. I guess I'll pull the casting rod out just for you. And I don't know. I'm gonna have to maybe lift some weights or do something this off season to get my back prepped. It's not all sitting in my comfy chair driving around at 7 miles an hour.
Is that an 8-inch or a 10-inch?
10.
Is that the same bait, Guru? Is that the same bait you got?
No.
Same, but different.
Yeah. No, this one actually.
They do
this
the
one
same
actually.
things.
Yeah, the one Ryan has actually works.
I mean, it is completely chewed up.
It's seen some fish. That one, so the front hook is upsized. That's a 7/0 mustad on the front to add a little bit more weight. So It was a little dinged up. I must have nicked a rock or something and then put it in the box and never use it again the rest of the trip. So I sent you a new one so you can swap it out on there if you want to. I bent it back and stuff, but
I want to send it just like this.
send it. It's ready to go.
There is nothing that gives you more confidence about throwing a musky lure than seeing a bait like this, at least in my opinion. You know,
So that's a weighted one too to begin with. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So that's wood, not plastic.
Yep, it's wood and it's beat up, and if you throw it a lot, it'll absorb water and run even better.
I like
Kyle, how much weight do you put on the front of that? I'm
That
just
one's-
curious because I do the egg sinkers thing too on my Suicks.
Yeah, that one's got, I think there's an extra 1 ounce of weight. I believe those are half-ounce weights. So that's also the bait that I think I talked about it on Glenn's podcast. That's also the bait where I had 10 follows. And actually, the last time I was on your guys' podcast in October, I had 10 follows that morning and I added the second weight to the front and then I started to get them to eat. So it'll run a little bit deeper, Ryan. It'll run probably 4 to 5 feet down, a little bit deeper than your traditional Suick will.
All right.
Kyle, when do you think you're going to start your Suick resale business where you just modify them and then send them?
Anytime, Nate. You need
sign me
some
up.
or-
Yeah, I do. Modified by
bonus-
Kyle.
It even
The
has a
bonus
silver
of
bottle.
the bonus of those weights too is it like adds so much noise knocking down there, and it's a great addition.
Thanks, Kyle, man. That's awesome. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, that was fun. That was did everyone open their gift? I think we got everybody, didn't we? Everybody happy with Secret Santa, their
Yeah.
secret hunk?
I'm excited.
Yes.
Oh hell yeah!
Awesome.
Couldn't be more pumped.
Well, I appreciate everyone
Hell
taking the
yeah.
time and taking this serious and not like serious, but just like getting the package out there because all it takes is one guy that doesn't get their gift sent out and it doesn't, this whole thing doesn't happen. So, hopefully we'll all be able to drop this on our respective platforms so listeners can hear the podcast and also those with YouTube channels like Kyle and Matt can drop the actual video of this. We don't normally drop video of our podcast, but so that everyone can see in person what baits we all got, and kind of a little story on everything behind it. So this was a lot of fun, guys. Anyone have anything they want to add before we wrap things up for Christmas? Maybe we even get this out. Let's try to get this out on Christmas Day. So that
I
people
didn't
can
know
sit
we
around
were
with their
going to be on
families.
YouTube. Like I'm more of a radio face, so and there's a reason why I do the podcast thing.
Can we
We'll
do
use-
a quick picture? I want to have everybody pull their baits up real quick. Or at least one. No, we're ready here.
Guru looks so excited.
Which bait is he holding?
Well, you know.
I think we're good. Unless,
Hold on.
good.
Hold on. It's snagged on a lampshade. There we go.
I'm an idiot. I can't figure out how to do this.
I got it.
I remember my first time.
All right, boys. That was a blast, man.
Did you guys ever hear The Night Before Christmas?
Yes.
Take us away.
Let her rip.
Well, it was the night before Christmas when all through the house there's not even a creature stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled down our brains for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn arose such a clatter, I sprung from my bed to see what was the matter. Away from the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters, threw up the sash. The moon, it was a full moon, on the breast of the new fallen snow, gave the luster of midday to objects below. When what to my wondering eye should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer, with an little old driver so lively and quick, I knew for a moment it must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles, his courses they came, and he whistled and shouted, and he called him by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen. To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As dry leaves that before the wind hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky. So up to the housetop, the coursers, they flew, with the sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling, I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. And I drew in my head, and I was turning around. Down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soots. And a bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler, opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard of his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of the pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke he encircled the head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a round belly that shook when he laughed, like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head, and it soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but he went straight to his work, and he filled all the stockings, and he turned with a jerk. And laying his fingers on side of his nose, giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. And he sprang to his sleigh, and his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, ere he drove out of sight, Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
Wow.
Merry Christmas, you jerks.
Merry Christmas. Hey,
Merry
thank you to
Christmas.
everybody. Thank you to the Muskies on Tap podcast, too. Beyond the Eights, Kyle Freeges. Not a Muskie podcast, the Muskie Guru, Matt Vavrock Fishing for joining us. I mean, we couldn't have done this without all you guys. So thank you and Merry Christmas to all you guys and to the entire Muskie community that has joined us to watch this.
Thank you, guys.
It was fun,
Merry
boys.
Christmas, everyone.
Thanks for having us on. Merry Christmas.
Merry
Yeah,
Christmas.
Hey, I got
Christmas.
one more thing. In the spirit of giving, there was Gus received a plow today, and there's a young man out around Philadelphia named Jordan Esocks or something on Facebook. Maybe some of you saw the little feud I had with him over the Steelers and Eagles, but I owe this young man a shout out because the Eagles beat the Steelers a couple weeks back, and I owe him a plow as well that's going to be coming in the mail. So Merry Christmas, Jordan.
Shout out, Jordan.
Leave that.
Fly,
out,
Eagles,
Jordan.
fly.
Yeah.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
There's your shout out.
Go
That kills
Birds.
me. I'm a man of my word.
Stop.
All right, boys. Well, I hope everyone has a wonderful Christmas with your holiday, with your family. Nothing but good vibes, good times. Everyone enjoy yourselves, and we'll see everybody in the new year, I guess.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas, all.
All right, fellas.